And so the topic of the day, we have financial stability. Is it a 9 to 5 work or it's a side hustle? My beautiful guests are here to take us through.
It's between slavery and freedom. 9 to 5 is slavery. Side hustle is freedom.
Tell me why.
Ethically, business-wise, it's not advisable for you to have a side hustle when you're working for a firm
Exactly.
because your priority is misplaced.
True.
And when your employers get to find out, they can easily fire you.
True.
But this is the thing. The reason why people actually find for side hustles while still under that slavery is because we live in a space where we can't predict anything. Anything can
Exactly.
happen. You can lose your job the next minute, the next day. So you need to find something to hold on to, something
Okay.
to latch on to.
Are you thinking it's not even about the monetary terms?
Not just, we don't have to always
Base it on-
money. Survival, like I said, survival is the only thing I look for. So if I'm working on a 9 to 5, let me tell you also one thing. Some jobs is more than slavery, it's punishment itself. Something like pharmacy, it's static. You will be there, same thing, same day, hydrochlorine, paracetamol, every day, same thing, over and over
So
again.
are you trying to
every
say
single day.
those people in the pharmacy aren't making the money?
No, I'm saying something, but then their pay actually counters their pay.
Exactly.
Now, bankers will actually go as early, oh Charlie, Lord have mercy for them, as early as they can. They will are supposedly supposed to close between 4:30 to 5, and they'll still be at the bank, making sure that everything is balanced, all accounts are balanced before they leave. Sometimes they leave like 9 p.m. And then they have to come the next day, 6 a.m. That is 9 to 5. That's why I said you are choosing between slavery and freedom. But I personally, if I happen to find myself in a 9 to 5, I'll definitely look for a side hustle.
Okay.
Especially looking at how the economy is going. Because some of the amount you get, you can't survive that. But I will always rather prefer being a freelance. Selling my skills out to anybody who needs me. And that makes me diverse. That doesn't limit me to a single space. You get it? This is it.
Right.
Okay, so I really loved what Nee said because do you want to call somebody boss or you want to be the boss?
Exactly.
You know, 9 to 5 in this case is like working for somebody 9 to 5.
Okay.
That's the traditional employment, and then the side hustle is like you are working
Owning
with your
your
own
own-
equity.
yeah,
You
listen.
understand? So listen, with that one, with the 9 to 5 one, it seems like your income is what capped by your salary.
Okay.
So you are working the whole time for just the salary.
Okay.
You see, at the end of the month, that's the only money you are going to get.
Okay.
But with the side hustle, the money that you earn is unpredictable. Sometimes it may be bad, sometimes too, it may be good. But then with that one, you know that you are working with your own capital or equity.
The topic is very interesting. With a 9 to 5, I think every rational human being is supposed to stick to the 9 to 5.
Okay.
And then the side hustle should be something that you have behind. From my point, the side hustle, you cannot do it to eternity. As humans, we have a limit of age that we do live, and then we have some strength within us. Assuming I'm working in the office and I go on pension at 60 years, I know I have a pension salary. I can rely on that one. I know I'm working within the office. At the end of the month, I have this. But with the side hustle, when I'm doing it and I get to some age, I may not get that strength to continue. So I would advise every individual that when you have a 9 to 5 job, you stick to it, find some ground basis on them, that it will link to the side hustle, so that you can be on that place. At the end of the day, when your strength comes down, you are even having a retirement age in the house, you can have a small income
Coming
from
from your
that
9
place.
to 5.
And then the side hustle, if you are able to build it up very well, you can also, get something small, and then you can add them, and then you are the big man in your area or your community.
And yes, I'm in mouth too.
True.
Me, Jimmy, I don't agree with you.
But the scenario where, even with the side hustle, you can set up pension for yourself. You can set up a pension
Then
plan.
sweet.
Then you're done. But with the 9 to 5, imagine you're doing only 9 to 5. Your salary is,
So,
let's say
let's
3,000,
look
rent
at
is
it.
2,000. Who this thing?
Let's look at it from this dimension. If you want to be a billionaire, or let's just calm down, a millionaire, do you think your 9 to 5 will take you to that level?
Never.
No, that one, it depends.
Honestly,
Is it-
that's
That question, it depends.
Listen.
It depends.
Listen. It's not even just about investment. Look at this. This is where our formal conversation comes in. Degree and skills. Now, if you are a working person and you don't expect to grow, to improve on yourself, do not think you can improve in your pocket or your salary. Literally, I can become a billionaire just by working as a bank. What do I have to do? I need to work towards all. That's why it's actually very long. It's very far, but it's a steady, like it's a gradual stage. You need to work your way throughout the stages to get to the point where you can become a CEO in the board, because you, out of all the people, everybody knows that you are the one capable of that job. Then you can start with investment. There are people. Just imagine. I like one thing this man said. Richard Nyamakwe. He actually likes to do white knight takeover in businesses. He comes as your helper. That same way, I come as your helper, and before you realize, he has taken over the job. He owns the job.
True.
It is business.
9 to 5 or side hustle. 9 to 5 is giving you a stable income. So you know at the end of the month, you have some money waiting for you. But side hustle, you are not always getting the money. You are not making sales every day. 9 to 5 there,
You are guaranteed
that
that
25th,
It's
you have your
coming.
money. But side hustle, you can be there 1 week. I'm how should I say, a perfect example. 1 week, 2 weeks, no sales. But with the 9 to 5 there, rest assured, whether you go to work
So are you basing it on the frequency at which the money comes? Or
From my
you
point
think
of
that
view-
in order to have your financial freedom, you need to go by the 9 to 5, which is which?
So from my point of view, I think the 9 to 5, I'll take the 9 to 5 because
It's a constant.
that you have your money. If it is 2K at the end of the month, you have your 2K. If
And,
it's
and,
3K,
and the
you have your-
constant, do you consider the type of work? Because you know your 9 to 5 is different from someone else's. And so you being okay with your 9 to 5, do you think it's what will give you your financial freedom?
somehow,
Okay.
because as you said, someone's 9 to 5 is different from my 9 to 5. Someone's 9 to 5 is sitting in Makola. Someone's 9 to 5 is sitting at the ministries. Someone's 9 to 5 is working here where we are seated. So it differs. But the side hustle,
It's on and off, eh?
on and off.
The question is, will you prefer to be like stability to the risks? Because majority of the financially like okay people, they do both. People do the 9 to 5 and then have the
The side hustle.
side hustle that they get.
Don't you think it's time consuming to just to balance the two?
It's time consuming though, but and when you're starting a side hustle, it takes time for you to get the amount you'll be wanting daily. So my advice is do the 9 to 5, get the side hustle. So when your side hustle builds and you're stable, drop the 9 to 5. What are you doing?
Beautiful contribution.
So to add on, as you said, 9 to 5 gives stability, and what's the other one? Side hustle builds growth.
Okay.
So this is the strategy. Build on something first. Understand the baseline needs,
Okay.
and you build on it to get a better income. So it may go like hand to hand. So you can do them both, the 9 to 5, but then get that side hustle and build on it.
So let me ask you a question. Let's assume you're a worker, right? Are you? So putting yourself in the shoe, 9 to 5, you know it's time demanding.
It is.
What other side do you think you can to have your financial stability?
That's what I'm saying. You have to find your baseline needs. And
But here lies the case, you do not have that time.
I'm talking about me
I'm talking about you.
personally.
Yeah.
I have found my baseline needs and I'm working on it.
So
I'm
you
building it.
So you currently have a work at the same time a side hustle.
Yes.
How do you balance it?
The work is in 9 to 5.
So you see, your case is different from some of us.
No.
Your case is
No,
totally different.
no. See, people have that. There's a misconception.
Okay.
It says a 9 to 5, but they're not like sit in an office 9 to 5 like that.
This show is proudly brought to you by 1025 Cafe, Relief Kits by Clark, Every Lady's Comfort, Mandem Special Drinks, and Penny's Kitchen.
Recently, Chef Abby's interviewed this man. I think he's in the UK.
Yeah.
He used to work inside McDonald's.
Chef Abby is doing a very great
No,
job.
she is.
She's doing a very
I
great
think
job.
as a labourer or something, I don't really know.
He was cleaning.
He was he was a labourer. So you see, I don't want to say he rose through the ranks, but then he's been there for a very long time, steadied, saved up, and bought that franchise. Now he owns, I think, 3 franchises.
Three.
Yes,
Wow.
in the United Kingdom, and he's a self-millionaire now or a millionaire now, if I'm wrong.
It's still a 9 to 5.
It's still a 9 to 5. He was still doing that 9 to 5. Just have to be smart.
But this is the thing. If you were employed as a cleaner and you decide not to learn how to operate the fryer, not to learn how to operate the milkshake, do you think you even have the opportunities? I happen to work with graphic packaging. When I went there, because Fresh Boy, I went there as a loading boy. When we finished the books, we had to load them into the car. But then I looked at this. There was this machine, the laminating machine. They brought it newly fresh. There was one guy doing it. He should teach me, doesn't want to teach me. I took a picture of the machine's name, went to learn about the manual. I came back the next day, I was just standing there. Orani and Mitra, because our perforator wasn't with Orani and Mitra. So one day he couldn't make it. And my the manager, his name is Mr. Vincent. He came and I was like, so boss met my that evening I was giving because they thought I was in my door, I was giving a target of 1,000 covers. He came back, I had that 2,500 covers.
Wow, that's impressive.
The whole speed. Fa. You see, I learned. So now, as a loading boy who was supposed to take 300 CD, now when my salary come, I get 900.
Beautiful.
If I should go and learn another machine, I would move eventually.
True.
So one thing I want to add up is when we say 9 to 5 is like you are working in some company or anything, it doesn't mean that when you are like practicing something called a side hustle, you won't work. Sometimes even, let's take our mothers in the market for example. What they are doing is what? Side hustling. They can go to the market around 5 a.m. and come back at maybe 6 to 7. Do you understand? Yes. That time, who gave them that time? Is their own time. Do you understand? Even though they are working more hours. What we are saying over here is that with the 5 to 9, you are working
9 to 5
somebody,
or
and
5
then
to 9.
your salary is what being stated at the end of the month. This is what you are going to get. So it means that your income is being what? Capped by the what? Salary. But with the side hustle, even though it can look like the 5 to 9 or 9 to 5, with that one, your money is like, you understand?
Let me give a practical
Which one
example.
would give you the financial freedom? Let's not confuse
Yes. Let me give you a
ourselves.
practical example. My brother, he's into fintech, right? Before that, he was doing this 9 to 5. I can't disclose the institution,
Okay.
but he realized that I cannot grow over here. Though he had opened the door for me, I cannot grow here. I have this skill. He resigned. He told them that, see, if I'm here, I'll be stagnant. I have my businesses in Accra, so I'm leaving Pram Pram to come to Accra and focus on my business because it's giving me more than what you are. Then they are now chasing you. Okay, we'll do this. We'll increase this for you. It's like, no, that's not the issue. Even if you give me all the money you have, I won't grow over here.
Yeah.
I've been able to sharpen my skills. Now I know my worth. I know I can get this. I can do this volume. I can get this. I can do that. So it all boils down again to skill. 9 to 5. The question again: 9 to 5
Or side hustle.
or side hustle.
Which one would give you financial freedom?
He went for the freedom. 9 to 5 is draining for him. It is very it's a lot. So now this 9 to 5. Now let me talk about myself now. The 9 to 5 that I'm doing, it's not go and sit 9 to 5. No, it is a remote work. So in my own timing, then I do it. Flexibility. Do it in your own time. It doesn't matter if within 30 minutes you are done with it. So for us, you are done with the work. You are done with the work. So exactly. So flexibility. And he's choosing that over the struggle, the hurdle. Even after 5, you still have to be back. They can call you at midnight. Oh, we have a
That's
problem
why
with
he
this.
made mention that the 9 to 5 is actually slavery.
It is.
Even before, let me explain on why I said it's slavery. When you get too comfortable with your 9 to 5, you don't grow.
True.
And when you get extremely comfortable, you are scared to move to a greener pastures because the ideology becomes, what if I move and I don't get a job?
Can I ask if the salaries we get is blinding us from, becoming what we want? Because we all want to be great people.
No, that is a very big factor. Like I said, let me use personal experience, graphic packaging. You are given, you are marked by time. So from your 9 to 5, there is a specific amount of money you are paid, and then we work overtime, right?
Okay.
We the boys, we prefer the overtime because the overtime is actually much more heavier than the 9 to 5. Now, graphic, I don't mean to disclose it, but then we have stages and where they put you at. So the people at the grassroots, the loading boys, we call them casuals.
Okay.
Then we have another name, and then we have another name. So it's 3 stages, and each stage take a different pay. The casual, which is overtime, can get maximum 1,400. That's casual. The people at the middle stage, I don't want to mention their name, can get like between 1,400 to 2,000. Now the people at the top stage, they get like between 3,000 to 4,000. Now this is someone who has been working for years at the second stage, taking that 2,400 to that 1,400 to 2,000. To him, that is what he's getting. He doesn't want to grow. You finish senior high school, you think that is your entire world, a frog in a pond. Because that 9 to 5, he has gotten comfortable with it. But this is the thing, if you want to become the billionaire like you actually supposed to be, let's say, you need to grow. You need to improve on yourself. And you should be ready to take a step. You know what, I'm quitting this job, I'm going out there, I'm going to look for it. Because you didn't just work there, you acquired a skill.
True.
Now this way, most of them too don't know this. They came to the job without the skill, so we were taught on the field.
True.
Now you have it. You are going there with an artillery, so go there and demand higher price. They won't do it. And I know people who have been there, sorry, I'm no offense to those who get to watch.
Okay.
There are no people who have been there for over 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, and they can't move. Because they are scared that at this age, if I move, what am I going to find?
And some people also work their 9 to 5 and are not paid their value. You will work, you will work like a horse, and at the end of the day, the money you are getting is not enough to feed you and your family, pay rent, even add transportation.
Exactly.
You know, that's
So
what I'm saying. The
summing all
brain
this thing
pays
up,
more than the physical body.
You know,
With this one, with what my sister just said, you see, sometimes as human beings, we need to take certain decisions for ourselves.
true.
If you are human and you have a target and you are working in a particular firm and you see that, no, per my strength, I'm doing more than I'm supposed to do, and then at the end of the month, they are giving me something small which is not even going close to what I'm doing. I have to quit it
True.
and move forward. If I have learned something over there which I can improve on it, I have to quit it and then go into the world and then fight for it. But to my advice, I'll tell everyone to make sure to build the 9 to 5, to build yourself. Then you can now leave the 9 to 5 and then stay with the side hustle. If you have grown it very well, then at the end of the day, you'll be the billionaire you want to be.
Okay.
Okay, so
I think I agree with
the
you.
question is financial stability in this our economy. One, getting money from one side, it won't do anything for you.
It will not work. It will not work.
It won't do anything for you. Just 9 to 5.
You need other channels.
Transport. Look at this transport wahala. When you close at 4 o'clock, 4:30, you will not get a straight car to your
And
place.
I know.
And you are now going to
I don't
take.
even understand the public transport in this system.
You are taking a car from here to here. Before you get here, you have to take another car. The money is finished. When you are coming in the morning to no straight car.
Okay.
So like just
Okay.
balance the two.
Okay. So,
Balance the two. Then
all right. So listen, we are talking about financial freedom, right?
Yeah.
Good. So, working in a firm that all your income is being capped by your salary, and then working that like the money is fluctuate, like it can increase or decrease. which one has more freedom? This one, you know that at the end, I'm going to get 2,000, even if you kill yourself or not. This one, you know that, oh, if you push, you can get like 3,000. Do you understand?
do
So
you know-
which one will give you?
I think
So,
I think majority
guys,
the benefits that comes with the 9 to 5 is what's making people because of SNIT. Because if I'm using SAD, it will be difficult for me to use my SAD as someone who's going to pay for SNIT. But when you're working for 9 to 5, there is some people it's compulsory. There are benefits. Some people they get Medicare. You get it. That is what's usually holding many people back from not taking this. But I also feel like if you want to do that, it means you are just scared. You don't want to take risks. You don't want to grow. Most importantly, what you said, the brain pays more than the body. So if you are doing a physical work and you don't want to grow in that working space, you will not be given what you are supposed to get.
Right. And so wrapping up, there's this book I once read that said, in order to become financially free, at least have 4 streams of work. I didn't understand this. As everyone, contributed, I realized that no, 9 to 5 alone will not put you at the billionaire level you want to be, but rather having other side hustles. Maybe you by day you are a corporate, person, and by night maybe you are doing something, maybe a waitress or something to at least help you build income. Because in our world, having just one stream of income, trust me, you can rely on your 9 to 5 salary, but it will not give you the financial freedom, from my perspective, that I think.
I agree with you.
Okay.
Even those that even teachers, the lecturers, they do part time. A lecturer will come and teach you today, University of Ghana. We'll move to UCC. At the same lecturer is selling textbook. The same lecturer is selling pamphlet. All these things are side jobs.
You know
that
what's
they are
funny?
doing.
At the end of
So
the day,
even if
you
the
might
lecturer
drive
is
Uber.
teaching you is the one even practicing that one, then you should know that you as the individual, you don't also have to rely on one.
Once.
Because at the end of the day, the lecturer will get the book money, will get the city campus money, will get the UCC money. They even do classes at special classes.
On this note, let me clap for my parents.
You see, so at the end of the day, one job will not put the money that you want into your pocket until you run all over. But as you are doing that, you have to take the business you are doing into consideration to make it
Beautiful.
flexible. So that
Right.
at the end of the day, you can do good collective of money.
True.
Okay,
I
thank you.
totally agree
Sorry,
with
then
you.
if you want the freedom and you're doing a 9 to 5, why don't you go somewhere that there's freedom, actually, like there's freedom there? The
I
9
think
to 5.
like travel, going out of our greener pastures.
Not necessarily. You can make it here. Or no. You can make it here. I'm trying to say that if it's a freedom that you're searching for, you don't want to be a slave. Let's take these tech companies. You know the benefits they have. Do you know how much they pay? That's what I'm saying. It depends on the field in which you are in. It depends on the field in which you are in.
Skills.
We are limiting ourselves to these government sectors that they are like underpaying, and that's not right. We have to like keep in mind that they are private sectors. They pay well, so you can actually have that freedom during a 9 to 5. People are doing it. People are making it. So yes.
Don't,
And I think it's with
What do you want to say?
I want to ask him a question. Can you mention one rich man in Ghana who is doing 95?
Who is doing what?
95.
9 to 5. One rich man in Ghana who is doing
I don't even want to mention him. Do you know the CEO to
Ibrahim
EcoBank?
Mahama.
The what?
The CEO to EcoBank.
He's doing what?
Let's forget. In fact, Ibrahim Mahama.
Let me tell you. Ibrahim Mahama
search Kwame
a
Akuto
side
Bamfo.
hustle.
It's a side
You see,
hustler.
you are underrating the side hustle. You think that side hustle was like you just go to the those no. The person who
But wait,
even
though.
the
Why are
person
we
who built
supporting him now?
the person
He's
who
not
built
supporting
this
us.
apartment. The person who built this apartment, it's the side hustle.
Guys, we've had heated conversation here. This show is proudly brought to you by 1025 Cafe, Relief Kits by Clark, Every Lady's Comfort, Mandem Special Drinks, and Peddy's Kitchen. See you same time with a lot more of interesting stuff coming your way.